Man, the WNBA has a major problem. If the WNBA is going to focus on these ticket sales and push this narrative about nobody's watching the game when Caitlin Clark is not there, now that she's injured, the narrative has picked up even more. Got to start promoting these young ladies, young crop of people in this game that we can promote to grow this game. That's what the focus needs to be on. But we're going to talk about all that here next, here on the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Well, guys, the plot thickens and the narrative keeps going. We see that Caitlin Clark of the Indiana Fever has suffered a quadricep injury, and she's out a minimum of 2 weeks. And the narrative is still going around about ticket sales. Nobody's going to watch just because Caitlin Clark is not playing. Do you guys realize that these ticket holders already have purchased their tickets? So how is it that these ticket sales are going to plummet and these tickets are already pre-bought? The sale has already been sealed, stamped, and delivered. And people are still pushing this narrative that nobody's going to watch the WNBA. People are watching the WNBA. WNBA has a problem. The WNBA needs to stop this nonsense, and the WNBA needs to start promoting these young ladies and this young crop of talent that we have in this league. Also, with the remaining stars and superstars that the WNBA have, we got the likes of the best player of Asia Wilson still playing. Promote her, but y'all focused on the ticket sales. The sales of the tickets have already been sold at the beginning of the year and in the off season, and y'all still focused on the ticket sales. The sales have been completed. And just because Caitlin Clark is out 2 weeks, everybody's pushing the narrative that nobody is going to watch the WNBA. A lot of people are still watching the WNBA. And I'm going to tell you why they still watching the WNBA. Because if they wasn't watching the WNBA and these Fever fans was not watching the Indiana Fever, then there wouldn't be videos surfacing around now that they took a loss to the Washington Mystics today that say, look how the team looks without Caitlin Clark. This team can't stand a chance without Caitlin Clark. That's the narrative. So that's letting you guys know that people are still watching, regardless if Caitlin Clark is playing or if she's not playing. That's one thing. Also, people are watching their respective teams. Everybody is not just a Caitlin Clark fan. There are people that watch for different reasons. There are people who watch their favorite player when they play, and people watch their favorite teams. So this notion of people not watching the WNBA when a certain player is not playing is asinine. We got enough talent in this WNBA that the WNBA needs to promote this talent to grow the league. Now, if you want to grow the league and be successful, you got to promote these players. It's not about just one player that's growing the game. We got a lot of faces in the WNBA that grow the game. We got a lot of star talent. And we got the likes of Asia Wilson, Nafisha Collier, Kelsey Plum, Chelsea Gray, Angel Reese, Camilla Cardosa, Paige Beckers, Kiki Arafin, Nissa Morrow, the young group that came in, Rakia Jackson from last year. And you got a star-studded group that you can promote this league. It's not about just one person, and it's not about the ticket sales. I know you want the revenue, but them tickets have already been sold. So this notion that Caitlin Clark went down with this injury, the ticket sales are doomed. People are still tuned in to watch their respective teams because if that wasn't the case, nobody would be reporting on the WNBA right now. But everybody is still reporting on the WNBA because you got different narratives going on in the WNBA. So this notion of people not watching is asinine. Because if you're a true basketball player, a true basketball fan, and you love the sport, you're going to be tuned in to watch. And a lot of people have still tuned in to watch. And a lot of people tuned in to watch last night when the Indiana Fever took on the Washington Mystics, where the Washington Mystics prevailed, and a lot of people are now going crazy because Indiana lost that game. So that's letting you know that people are still watching the game. But you have to grow the WNBA. Stop focusing on the ticket sales, man. That's where I say the WNBA has a problem. Their priorities are messed up. You got teams in small markets that doing big things that people are excited about. A lot of people said that the Washington Mystics would be a terrible team, but Washington Mystics come out swinging. Right now, you got the LA Sparks doing some good things. You got the Phoenix Mercury. Dallas Wings got their first win the other night with Paige. She dropped 21 on 8 of 10 field goals. People are tuned in to watch players like Paige Beckers. Paige Beckers is the real deal. Now tonight, you got the Dallas Wings going to play Chicago Sky. We know the Chicago Sky is struggling. So a lot of people are going to be tuned into that game because of Angel Reese and Paige Beckers. That's a great matchup. Paige Beckers is the head of the rookie class this year. Angel Reese was the face and one of the main reasons that rookie class was highly coveted last year. And these two face off tonight. So a lot of people are going to be tuned in to watch it. So stop with this nonsense about the ticket sales are plummeting because Caitlin Clark is not around. If you want to have ticket sales and focus on Caitlin Clark as the main reason that the tickets are selling, then have at it. But I'm here to watch the WNBA basketball. I want the WNBA to stop with the nonsense and promote the game. Focus on promoting the game. Because, like I said, you have star players like Nafisha Collier, Asia Wilson still doing big things. You got the reigning champion New York Liberty doing their thing with Breanna Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu, and Jacquel Jones. People are still tuned in to watch their respective teams, regardless if Caitlin Clark is playing against them or not. People are still tuned in. The NBA is still making their money off the league pass because League Pass was already bought by these subscribers. So stop with the nonsense because Caitlin Clark is not playing and you're talking about the ticket sales are plummeting. Stop with the narratives, man. Y'all got to do better. Stop pushing this narrative. And the mainstream media don't make it no better because they're talking about it. Oh, Caitlin Clark is going. The WNBA is going to suffer for 2 weeks. Nah, they're not going to suffer. These tickets are already been sold. People are still watching the game. That has no effect on the ticket sales. Come on, guys, do your homework. That has no effect on the ticket sales. The ticket sales and these ticket sales, people that own and have rights to, these passes with these respective teams, these tickets already been bought. It's already been stamped and delivered and sealed. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people that are team ticket holders. That doesn't affect the ticket sales for this year just because Caitlin Clark is out for 2 weeks. Y'all got to stop that. Let's start promoting this game. Let's start giving kudos to all these ladies. This season to start out has been a exciting season to start out and look at. Got a lot of raw talent out there. So let's start promoting these young ladies. I see everybody in the comment section, #salute. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, turn your post notifications on so you know every time Simply Ball drops another hot banger. Oh, yeah, just in case I forgot, tell a friend to tell a friend. It might not be for you, but it might be for them. And this is going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. Catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
That's all, folks.